Parents, be sure you're checking your kids' homework. It's not some dramatic conversation about the good and the bad of school and blah, 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 blah. But if you notice a dramatic change in your child's grades, be sure you're checking their homework. I just looked at something. I, was doing some homework with my daughter, actually going over a test she took where she didn't do too well on it. She made a pretty bad grade. And when looking at the test, I get to a question and I ask her, what's the answer to this question? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, why do you not know? You should know this. You know how we do as parents. You should know this. Why do you not know this? Where are your notes at? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, Dad, we never, ever studied that. She's like, I've never gone over this before. I'm like, you've never gone over it before? She's like, Dad, I've never learned this. And I'm like, well, why the heck is it on a test if you never learned it? So, sometimes kids say stuff and, in reality, it's not the truth. I know it's shocking to find out that they lie sometimes, but sometimes they do. So, I took it upon myself to take a picture of the question, went to school with it, asked the teacher and the principal myself, like, hey, she's saying that, she doesn't know how to do this. When did y'all review this in class? And the principal looks at it and goes, well, she probably hasn't. I mean, that's 8th grade statistics. 8th grade statistics. Which, don't get me wrong, it's great when your kids are learning ahead. If they're being taught that and learning ahead. So I look at her and I'm like, hold up. So, y'all have an 8th grade statistic question on her 6th grade test paper. Which, like I said, it's not a problem. But y'all never taught it to her? Like, and she makes a bad grade and her confidence is low and she's feeling like she's not as smart as she used to be because she's basically guessing at some of the questions because they never knew it. They were never taught the answer, like how to do the questions. Unreal. Like, unbelievable. Parents, always check your kids' homework, their tests, their everything. Because there's a lot of teaching going on right now in this world where we're relying on everything online to teach our children. You understand? We're relying on USA Test Prep and all this other crap to teach our child. They'll go through it one time on the board and then tell them your homework is in USA Test Prep and expect the kid to go and do it. That's not how it's done. And that's why a lot of these kids are not getting the concept of how to do these problems and learn how to solve these issues and problems in their questions or tests or whatever subject. And they're not learning how to do it because nobody is sitting on the board anymore going, this is what you do. This is how you do this. This is how you work this. If you have this problem, it's because you did this wrong. It's because you did that wrong. Nobody is sitting there explaining it anymore. They're just relying on the stinking internet and USA Test Prep or whatever else is online to teach the kids for them. You have to stay on top of that. I was slacking at it. Like, I was slacking big time in it, and I'm gonna be 100% real with it. Like, that's probably why my baby girl's grades were doing what they were doing. And I'm used to her coming in with nothing but A's and B's. But I'm gonna be a lot more involved now than I was. I was already involved, but I'm gonna be a lot more involved now because I'm realizing that they're not teaching these kids. They're just throwing them online and telling them to do your homework there. Listen, like I said, I didn't even mean to rant for 4 minutes, but check your kids' work. Make sure everything that they're doing, that they're learning, that they know how to do it, because a lot of kids too are using their phones just to get the answers without even learning how to do it. Check your kids' work. They make a bad grade on the test, figure out why they made a bad grade on the test. You might be shocked at what you hear, because I was shocked when I heard that she's doing 8th grade statistics on a 6th grade test that she was never taught. That's my 2 cents. Spend it how you want to. Check their work, man. Check their tests. Check their papers. I'm telling you.